Does anyone remember that F-35 fighter jet that went missing the other day? I know that the news cycle moves very quickly, and I know that people have a short attention span, but it's kind of hard to forget that your military lost a $80 million fighter jet and even had to resort to asking the general public for their help in finding it. I mean, this is a news story that I don't think I will ever forget. A very bizarre story, to say the least. But now, a 911 call has been released from that day. We knew early on when this news broke that the pilot ejected. Well, here's the scary part. The pilot ejected over a residential area, meaning that it was very likely that that plane could have just crashed into anyone's house. You know, it could have just crashed into a random neighborhood. Luckily, it didn't, but the pilot landed in someone's backyard. And then those people called 911 along with the pilot. And I have the full call right here that we're about to listen to in just a moment. I want you all to listen to it yourself and form your own opinions. But here's what I will say first. If something like this happened to me, if I was a pilot that had to eject over a random neighborhood, I would be kind of distraught, maybe kind of panicked. If I was a homeowner and someone parachuted into my backyard and then they asked me to use my phone, I would be kind of freaked out. And I don't know how I would react in that situation, just because of how crazy the times are. If I see soldiers parachuting down in my backyard, I don't know what I'll do. At the very least, I may sound kind of shooken up in the 911 call. But anyways, let's go ahead and listen to this audio, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Down to the 900 feet off final.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
It's 6938 South Kenwood Drive.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
It says that, yeah. You just want me to tell him you got ejected? I will get my back for a little bit, but I guess we got a pilot at our house and he says he got ejected. Well, he ejected from the plane, so we just see if we could get some ambulance, please.
I'm sorry, what happened?
We got a pilot in the house, and I guess he landed in my backyard, and we were trying to see if we could get a ambulance to the house, please. And the address is 6938 South Kenwood Drive. Okay.
Okay, so like, how, okay, what is the phone number that you're calling from? Okay, we're getting help on the way. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'm in a house. I made it in a neighborhood. I don't know what happened, but we failed.
Okay, are you with the patient now?
Yes.
Okay, how old is the patient?
Excuse me?
I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
How old is the patient?
47. So we had a military jet crash. I'm the pilot. We need to get rescue rolling. I'm not sure where the airplane is. It would have crash landed somewhere. I ejected.
Okay, I understand, sir. Okay, just to confirm, how many people are hurt?
Well, I'm the only one. I'm not sure about my wingman.
Okay. All right, we already have help on the way. Give me just a moment, sir.
Where am I bleeding from? Yeah, water would be good.
All right. Okay, how far did he fall?
I was at 2,000 feet.
Okay. Okay, and what caused the fall?
An aircraft failure.
Okay. Okay, is there any serious bleeding?
I don't know. I can't see myself.
No, you look fine.
Okay.
You just a couple scratches.
What did
From
the
what
other
I can
person
see.
say?
I feel okay. My back just hurts.
Okay.
Has there been a report of an airplane crash?
I have not seen any come up yet. Okay, what part of the body was injured?
Ma'am, I'm a pilot in a military aircraft, and I ejected. So I just rode a parachute down to the ground. Can you please send an ambulance?
Yes, sir. I've already told you they're on their way. I'm just required to ask these questions while they're en route. Okay, we're sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line, and I'll tell you exactly what to do next. Do not move unless you're in danger, and do not splint any injuries. Help is on the way from now on. Don't have anything to eat or drink. It might make you sick or cause further problems. And don't move unless it's absolutely necessary. Just be still and wait for help to arrive. And before the responders arrive, please put away any pets. And if anything changes or if you get worse in any way, just call us back immediately for further instructions.
Okay.
You know, for me, I just felt like there would be more emotion in that phone call. I get that this is a 47-year-old experienced pilot, so he can probably hold himself together better than your average person when thinking about being ejected from a freaking fighter jet. But at the same time, a 47-year-old experienced pilot, you would think that they would make a better decision than this. I always thought that, you know, if you're in the military and you're a pilot, you do the honorable thing. Maybe you go down with your plane and try to get it over a body of water or something like that. You don't just, you know, ditch your airplane mid-air over a residential neighborhood. But that's what happened. And they're blaming the weather for it. And I'm not really buying that excuse. However, you even heard in the audio, the pilots, they asked, what did they say? Is there any like heavy bleeding or anything like that? And he's like, I don't know. I can't see myself. I feel like you would know if you were that injured and you're bleeding out. I get there's adrenaline and shock and stuff like that. But at this point, you parachuted from the sky to someone's backyard. I guess you got their attention somehow. I don't know if they saw you falling out the sky or you knocked on their door. But at some point, I think that you would have realized if you had some serious bleeding going on. But he acts like he can't even answer that question. He seemed as if he didn't want to answer many questions. And I get it. Maybe, you know, he just realizes how serious the situation is. Because you need to get people out here ASAP because my fighter jet maybe just crashed into someone's house, which is probably what he was thinking. But at the same time, something about this story is definitely off. And I'm not just saying that to say that. This is not a story that you would hear about every day. I believe that maybe this fighter jet crashed for a different reason besides weather. Especially considering the fact that there was another pilot flying alongside him, and he got home just fine. He landed, went back to base just fine. Meanwhile, this dude ejected over a neighborhood. So, very scary situation. The 911 call, I don't want to say it was really odd. I think it's just an odd situation. So, of course, it's going to be an odd 911 call. The lady sounded like, what did you say? What are you talking about? She seemed a little taken aback. But yeah, I just suspected maybe a little more emotion there, but it was kind of dry overall. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next video.